Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Britt, creator of The Style Shaker, your guide to cleaner, greener, better for you beauty, skincare, and beyond. I try all these products out for you so you have a better idea of what to buy and more importantly, what not to buy. Today I'm back with a clean beauty battle between the Suntegrity Impeccable Skin and the new Tower 28 SunnyDays Tinted SPF Foundation Sunscreen, yada yada. It's a long product title. A lot of people have asked for this comparison, which is why I wanted to give it to you. So if you're debating between these two because the cost difference is big, stick around and watch this honest review before you buy. Here we go. If you like these types of videos and you want to keep seeing more of them, don't forget to take 2 seconds, hit that like button, send it to a friend who's on their clean beauty journey and needs some help because we all know it can be a little overwhelming. And without further ado, let's compare these two. Oh my gosh. I rhyme. So there are some similarities and some really big differences. I mean, first of all, this one's really lightweight, but that's not really a constructive piece of feedback. So there are 5 questions on my scorecard. They get me to 1 verdict for every review. If you're new here, that's what I base everything on because it keeps things organized and keeps me sane, but most importantly, it keeps it objective for you. To start, both of these have SPF 30 broad spectrum. Ingredients-wise, there's 12.6% zinc oxide in the Tower 28 product. It is vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free, alcohol-free. There are coconut derivatives. There is phenoxyethanol, can be irritating to some, not to others. It's lower on the list, but I still don't know percentage of the ingredient. One day we'll get there. This has also been given the National Eczema Association seal of approval. I do not have eczema, but I feel like this is important. I'm sure they worked really hard to get that. The Tower 28 formula also claims to not cause breakouts. I wanted to include that here. Overall, it's a wet formula compared to the Suntegrity. So the zinc oxide is in here too, but it is at 15% UVA, UVB, broad spectrum. This is vegan. This is also cruelty-free. It has coconut oil derivatives. I know if your skin doesn't tolerate coconut oil, this is gonna be a tough one for you. There's hyaluronic acid in here, vitamin C, a bunch of other things as well that are skincare-esque, and those are the main comparisons for ingredients. The shade range, there's 6 shades currently available. They do skew a bit lighter. The shade range here is fantastic. Tower 28 has 14 shades available. They cover a full spectrum. They did an impressive job. I know the packaging improvements are coming for Suntegrity. I couldn't find any information on the bottle or on their website about this, but I think they're moving to resin. I know Tower 28 does use 60% post-consumer recycled. You know what I'm gonna say. If you're a subscriber, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just want refills. Give me refills. I know that's probably very tricky, but that's really what I want because plastic. Ugh. The Suntegrity, I did mention how this is a wetter formula, the Tower 28. This one is richer, it is creamier. It used to be heavier. I'm finding this formula to be a lot more lightweight and adaptable when I have combinations. Sometimes it's a little bit more oily, but I'll get to that in a second. I just want you to know texture-wise, a little bit more wet, a little bit thicker, richer, and you will see that in the demo. The big question is coverage. How do these coverages compare? They both are pretty great when it comes to coverage. The Tower 28 product provides really nice light coverage with 1 layer. You can still see skin. It's a skin looks like skin product until I built, but I'll talk about finish in a second. So the building is possible. I like to use a kabuki brush for that. It built up to more of a full light coverage. You could get to medium probably, but the finish did suffer when I built. The Suntegrity 1 layer on the skin gives my skin a beautiful level of strong light coverage. You don't see any redness, but it doesn't look covered up. It doesn't look heavy. Evening out is significantly stronger for my skin with the Suntegrity 1 layer than the Tower 28. It depends on the look you want. You can build the Suntegrity. I've set it before with a powder or used a sponge. Wow, couldn't find the word. A wet sponge also helps it really press into the skin without it feeling heavy. That was one of the tricks that I started using with this. If I needed to set it, I haven't needed to set it, but that could just be my skin being dehydrated. I don't know, it soaks this up and it melts right in. Something else I like to look at is also the wear test, like does it last, you know? Some of the feedback on the Suntegrity is that it looks too oily by the end of the day. That was not for me. It's just incredible and it lasts for me. It doesn't look flaky or dry by the end of the day. The Tower 28, the coverage held up remarkably well. It's just the finish started kind of feathering a bit really, really minor, but I look in these magnification mirrors at the end of the day, which is always a fun little surprise. Overall, this looked more matte. This gives a quote satin finish. It's more of a bounce to the skin in my opinion. Tower 28 makes my skin look a little bit dull, but I digress. At the end of the day, these two scores were very close. The Tower 28 received a 15 out of 20. The Suntegrity received a 16 out of 20, and you're like, wait, it's your favorite. Suntegrity received dings because of that shade range. It's a tough shade range. So there you go, that's the comparison. Hopefully this takes some of the guesswork out of it for you. You're looking at great options all around. I would say finish is the main differentiator. Also the texture of it is a little bit different if you like a more skin looks like skin, lighter weight, muting the shine kind of look, so non-dewy, nothing like that. Then the Tower 28 could be great. I think a lot of people are not going to be able to use the Suntegrity simply because the shade range isn't necessarily there. Also, if you're considering something without phenoxyethanol, the Tower 28 will fall off your list. Suntegrity will be on the list. But for me, at the end of the day, which one am I going with? Which one am I reaching for? Which one have I repurchased already? You couldn't tell. It was the Suntegrity. I'll keep giving Tower 28 a try. I really do like a lot of their products. This finish. Oof. It's good. It's real good. It's real good. That's all I have for this beauty battle. Thank you for joining me. Have you tried these products? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video and you found it helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. New videos come out every week. I'm gonna go put these away and I'll be right back here real soon. Until then, bye. So